another episode of Chopping It Up. It's your girl Nayway, of course. We have Richie Razors to the left of me. We also have Christopher Connors.
Wow,
we got my
so
boy. We got my boy Edamar.
That's also his Instagram.
Yes, it is.
Edamar Cordero. But anyway, today's topic is motivation. How to stay motivated and how to find it if you lost your motivation. So,
Like
I want to direct it towards A.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I ain't never lose my motivation.
That's what I'm going to ask you. Like,
Oh.
have you never lost your motivation?
So my motivation is intrinsic, right? Comes from within. So that's the highest level of motivation you can have, right? Where you motivate yourself. Others have motivation where like they see something and be like, oh, that just motivated me to get up. No, like I always motivated myself. So I never had an issue with motivation. I never got to the point where, oh, I'm lazy because of lack of motivation. You might get lazy because you're tired, but not because of lack of motivation. Right? Because if your motivation is at full throttle, then you're going to get up and do what you got to do no matter what. So in order to how I can simplify how to stay motivated is to always see the goal. No matter how far that checker flag is, by checker flag I mean finish line, no matter how far that finish line may seem, always have your eyes on it, right? We can see distance if you really focus your eyesight on that. You can see distance. And if you can see that distance, your motivation is always going to be there, right? And if you understand that there's always obstacles that come with life, no matter what. Nothing's perfect. Now, not for everybody, right? Sometimes somebody wake up and stumble across $100 million. Happens. Rare, possible, right?
I hope it happened for me.
Me too, right?
Right. It already
But
did.
it's...
I don't know why this
Does
girl
she mean her?
swears. No, she swears like I'm rich.
$100 million?
No.
I wouldn't even be your friend if I had $100 million.
Believe that
I
hype.
would not believe that. That hype from last week carries over to this week.
Sure does.
I would not be your friend if I had $100 million.
I'm in the
doubt that very
Cayman
seriously.
Islands.
I'm a very special person. Everyone loves me.
Yeah, helmet.
Who told you this?
You meet me,
Don't
you love
believe
me.
that hype.
Okay.
You meet me, you love me. That's
Maybe.
I
how
guess
it
last
goes.
week's episode did not like
It didn't work.
make its way into her life.
nah.
In one ear,
I
out
didn't
the
really
other.
catch it. I didn't really
in
catch
one
it.
headphone, earphone.
Out
Facts.
the other.
It sure did.
But I think that's how you can stay motivated, right?
Absolutely.
It's to see the goal. And then you lose it, right? It's whatever your goal was, whatever the finish line was, it might seem like it's too far and it might not seem feasible, right? So you'd be like, I lost it. Well, something I like to say is to find motivation is find that inner child, right? Find that inner you, that child you, that it didn't matter when we was young. Nothing stopped us as kids. You get what I'm saying? Like your mom could say no, your mom or mom and dad will beat you, and it don't stop you. You're just gonna find a different way to do it. You get what I'm saying? Like
Nope. Can't relate.
no, then what?
I got beat up.
and
I
then
stopped
why'd you keep getting beat up?
for different things.
Because you kept finding ways to do it.
And kept getting caught.
It was Halloween. Mom said the candy going up top. No more candy. Mom go to sleep. You come downstairs, get a chair, and try to grab it. They crack you real quick. Next day, you're like, all right,
Now where's the candy?
I'm going to position the chair while they awake so that they will hear me moving it. So that when I come downstairs, the chair's already in position. You find ways to get the job done.
Then they hear her fall off the chair.
Right.
With a
And
Twix.
crack her.
It's not even the one I wanted. But that's something right there is like find that. Right? When we were all young, we all wanted to be something. Right? What did 4-year-old Richie want to be? What did 5-year-old Chris want to be? What did 5-year-old Nayway want to be? He wanted to be
Cop.
something.
Shut up.
I'm just saying.
That's
comes up later
okay. That's okay. Like you wanted to be 5'0", you wanted to be 5'0".
She wanted to be
sure
Keisha.
did. I
You
sure
wanted to be
did.
12?
I wanted to be 5'0" to save you.
Me?
Yes.
Cops don't.
The black man. That's what I wanted to be
Let me
5'0"
get that
for.
out. Cops don't save lives.
That's why I wanted to be a cop.
You
So
wanted to
I
be-
could be that change.
You wanted to be Keisha.
Yo.
Yeah,
I
cops
wanted to
don't
be
save-
Mrs.
Anyway.
Officer.
That's a whole different topic.
12. Anyway, no,
Nah,
we
nah,
didn't.
we got
We
it.
got
Okay,
it.
my bad.
It was just. We ain't got no sound for that.
But she said
Why
she
you
didn't
always
even
just-
like Lil Wayne.
That's a lie. I was Mrs. Carter back in the day. I didn't like that song, whatever that was.
That one song.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't like This Is the Carter? It's a classic.
What was Lil Wayne's first album?
Don't know.
Thought so. What was his last?
I don't care. Carter 5.
Sure.
Yes.
Positive.
Yep.
He had no
Stamped.
albums after that.
Stamped. Carter 5.
So, Rich, what helps you stay motivated?
Y'all already know, man. Like my situation is so much different than anybody else.
Right.
Definitely.
I lost. I didn't lose. I missed out on so many different milestones throughout life that almost everyone else accomplished. That my motivation is to not to make up for lost time, but to
Do right with what you have.
do away with what I have.
Not to waste anymore.
Like not to waste any more time.
I'm just trying to play catch up a little bit.
Right, no, but here's the problem. A lot of people fail in a situation like from prison, right? When you locked up 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, whatever the case might be, you fail when you try to catch up to those years that you lost.
Sure.
You're never going to catch up to them.
Right.
You're never going to do as much as you would have done in the past 5 years.
Okay.
What you have to do is you just scared the shit out of me.
No, I felt that in my soul.
So what you have to do is you can't try to catch up. You have to use the lost time as motivation to do as much as you can in the time that you have going forward. Right? So for me,
I like that.
For me, every day is I wake up with a new motivation because it's a new opportunity to do something that I haven't done or to expound on what I've already started that I want to go further with. You know what I mean? So my motivation is like it's almost like a never-ending thing. Right. Because I go to sleep with it, I wake up with it. Because I lost out on so much. I missed
So your motivation came from missing out on, what you had.
Yeah, no. So we're very simple things, right? And I'm not saying that this is motivation, but when you turn 16, you got your permit to drive, right? I didn't. When you turn 18 or you were about to turn 18, you were getting a high school diploma, you were graduating, you were going across that stage. I didn't. When you turn 21, you were able to go to a bar and be an adult. I didn't. So many different things that I didn't get to do, right? So I find the equivalent of that, right? So I obviously got my permit when I was 39 and my license when I was 39. I went to barber school and got that diploma. You know what I'm saying? Like there's different things that are equal to what everyone else
went through,
but at a different stage in my life.
Right.
I just use those things as motivations. Like, yeah, I didn't get my permit or my license when I was 16, but I got my permit and my license when I was 39. Right. I didn't get my diploma. I did graduate. I did graduate from high school, but I didn't get a diploma and a cap and gown. I was in state prison clothes. And they slid the paper under my door, like, "Yo, you got your diploma." Yeah, like it wasn't a momentous thing. Right.
So, is it a bad thing that if someone gets motivation from looking at others, like, do you feel like that's a bad thing?
No, it's not a bad thing. It's just not as strong as from within.
Okay.
It depends. I think it depends on how you apply it to yourself. Right. Like I look at E. Right. I know E. Graduated from Premier, and he's one of the best barbers in Philadelphia, right? I look at him and I'm like, he did certain things to become that, right? And I can take from that and apply it in my own way to be what I want to be. Right. I don't have to use his exact course or his exact story and say, damn, if I don't do exactly what he did, I'm a failure. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that goes for everything. That goes for everything. As long as you correctly apply it to your own life, I think using someone else's motivation is great. Okay. Right. But still not as strong as if it comes from within.
And that's the only thing. It's nothing wrong with it, right? But you let's say here's the example, right? You watching TV and someone is flashing, we'll use money, right? We'll say somebody got
Sure.
a briefcase of $500K, and that you might get motivation from that. But the thing with that is, you might give that up in a week because it was just external. You looked at it. But if the motivation came from within, you would keep going and going and going until you achieved that goal, or until you just found a way to maneuver through all the obstacles in life or whatever it may be. It's not that motivation from outside is bad, and it's not. And sometimes that motivation could interlock with your inner motivation. But
It'd be very similar.
it could be, but
For sure.
that's the only thing with seeing stuff on the outside. It's just for the moment. You ever see a commercial and you might be hungry and it's a food commercial, and then 2 hours later you're like, I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's because you saw it. It's because you was feeling it in the moment. But you see you hungry. You see a McDonald's commercial. Damn,
I definitely get that. I definitely get it.
And then you be like, I don't want McDonald's. And then you be like, you about to get in the car. I don't drive them. I don't eat McDonald's. But I'm gonna go get something to eat anyway. But I don't eat McDonald's. But that took you there. Like that motivated you to get up and go do what you needed
Get
to do.
something to eat.
Right. So it's not that there's something wrong with it. It's just not as strong as that intrinsic motivation that comes from within.
No, I get that. I definitely get it. That's why I lose motivation fast, because I'm looking at others. Like as far as like with the gym, I'm looking at these models on IG, big butts and big boobs, and I'm like, all right, gotta get to the gym.
Gym don't get you that.
I know. I'm just saying.
Cool.
I'm not getting my body done. I might. No, I'm just saying, like, that's how I lose my motivation. Like, I'll look at that.
It's
What?
because it's external, so it's superficial. It's superficial motivation.
You don't care for that though.
Right?
You go to sleep. You don't care for it.
If you
No, but I want it. It's just
yeah, but your problem is that you're not putting an idea in your own head as to what you want your body to look like on your own,
right.
as opposed to what someone else is telling you a beautiful body is. So you could say, I want to go to the gym because I want my body to look like this. I don't care what she look like. I don't. She
Right.
has a big butt, big boobs, whatever. That I don't want my body to look like hers. I just want my body to look like this.
Right.
That motivation won't go away because that's coming from you,
Right.
as opposed to being influenced by something else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're
That's what he's saying, like
Yeah.
internal versus external, and you
right. That's why I
as
said
long
I
as you
get it. I get
recognize
it both
yeah.
ways. Like that was one example of where I get my motivation from somewhere else and it failed. But another example is me working with Chris in the barbershop. He's one of the reasons why I've worked so hard and got better. Cause it's like I'm cutting next to I'm cutting
Way
next
better.
to this man. Two twins coming to shop. He cut one. I cut one. Can't have a horrible
We just
hair.
had this conversation in the car,
We did.
right?
Right.
Because it happened to Chris.
Right.
He was cutting. Was it your first shop or one of
It
your
was
shops?
it was the shop that I ended up working at for it was about a year and a half before I went back
So
to
he
school
had
to be a
two
teacher.
monsters that worked in the shop.
Two monsters.
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 And he's like, I can't be mediocre in between these two cutting. And he used a perfect example. Like if one of those two guys' customer comes in and they can't get to him, I need to be able to provide the service
That-
and the quality haircut that
they
they
putting
would.
out. Right.
Exactly.
Because it's their customer. So yeah, that's motivation, but that's internal motivation. Like I gotta get better
Right.
for me to be able to put out this quality, this high quality.
Yep.
But my thing is this, and this is a side note, I apologize. Why ain't you mention me? Like you work next to me too, like I'm trash?
No, you're not.
Oh no, because that really hurt me.
Did it?
Yeah, like you talking about I cut next to Chris. I'm like right there next to him.
No, but Chris is a demon. Like he could literally.
Wow.
So if he's a demon, what you trying to say about me?
Know what
What's
I'm
a
saying?
goon to a goblin?
I knew he was gonna take it and run with it.
No, you know what I thought he was going to say? Oh, a lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of sheep. That's what he always says. Right? No, but real talk though. Why you ain't mention me though?
Not it.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna talk
For
to you
real,
off
though.
camera. Like for real.
No,
though.
no
Wowzers.
offense. No offense.
Nah,
It's
don't
just,
worry about it.
no offense. It's just that Chris can literally anybody could walk in the
No,
shop.
but I'm saying no. No, that was whack,
know what
bro.
I'm saying, though.
No, you fired. You don't even come to the
Then who
shop
gonna work
no more.
there?
I don't know. We'll figure
Get
it
what
out.
you call 'em.
Oh, stop.
So, let's not even do that.
It was supposed to end after
Right,
that,
all right, it's over.
but no.
No, next time, like, put some respect on my name, though.
No,
Like,
facts.
mention me at least.
My fault. My fault.
A little bit.
Watching
But
Richie.
Chris is a monster, though.
Watching Richie and Chris, basically. But I said Chris because anybody can walk in and he can handle it.
When you see me go to the bathroom when a cut coming,
No, I'm not seeing it. But what happened with the guy, John Wick, with the long hair,
Oh, that's
super
a fact.
long,
That's a fact.
super long hair,
that's a fact.
he could handle it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
He can handle anybody, and that's where they came from. Like I gotta get there.
No, but Chris's motivation to me too. Like, believe it or not, like, I know.
Appreciate y'all.
No. Let's talk about him like he's not here.
All right.
No,
But talk
real
like I'm listening though.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk like you listening. Chris is amazing.
Good guy. Good guy.
Great guy.
Fire.
No, but here's the thing though. As barbers, right? And I'm sure that they do the same thing, whether they admit it or not, and I know they will. You never stop learning, bro.
Ever.
Like you
Never.
never stop learning.
That's not
There's
true.
always
I've been stopped learning.
You're
I'm just-
lying,
that's-
you
that's-
capping.
Matter of fact, I still learned from him.
I lied. I'm
No, I
just playing.
believe it because
I'm just
because
playing.
Don't give him none.
I'm not.
It's true.
I'm far from where I want to be, right? Like, I get a lot of like your grades, and I hear it and it goes out, it goes in one ear and out the other because I'm like I have so much more that I know I want to get better at.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'll be watching him, man, especially when he be with the shears, bro. I'll be like, man, that boy.
Well, I said my haircuts at levels. Like, I got it. First, I was terrible. I'm like, I got to get to a point where I'm passable.
Terrible. Then you was dookie, and then
But you wanted me to cut your hair.
me.
Yeah.
Facts.
Never.
Yes, you
No,
did.
that's a fact.
I still got them text messages.
That's a
Show
fact.
me.
Why would I?
I think I was trying to be nice. Like it was
Nah.
motivation.
I thought you-
Yo.
It's motivation.
No, but
You wanted to cut my hair, and I was like, "Yeah, I got you."
I don't recall that. I don't recall. You like, "Nay, I gotta get you a chair." Like you cutting everybody else but me. Like, and I'm like,
Why
chill.
I
I got you.
why
I'm gonna
didn't
see
I-
what my schedule looking
Why
like,
didn't I sit?
and I'm gonna fit you in, bro. I
Now
got
who's more
you.
believable, me or
I
her?
don't believe that at all. You went too far.
Went too
You went too
far.
My
far.
bad.
You was doing
You
that.
was all right. Like you had the audience and you lost them. They threw tomatoes at you.
Fumble.
You should have stopped while you was ahead.
Don't break that. Anyway, motivation, man. What's up?
So your levels.
Right. So, first I was terrible. Then I'm like, all right, I got to get to a point where I'm passable because I can't jump from terrible to great.
But wait, you didn't quit after you thought you was terrible?
No, I was going to.
Why didn't
I
you?
was going to
You ain't quit.
because I have people in my corner that push me and tell me
You
not
quit,
to quit.
though.
Did I quit?
You kind of did.
I kind of did. You right.
You quit.
All right, so you
Silently.
quit, but you came back.
Why?
Because I went to school and I paid money. And
But
it's
was
just
there
like,
any
I don't-
motivation from within that said, "Yo, I gotta do this"? Or was
Yes, because I quit everything. And I'm like, this is the one thing that I have to finish.
it- Okay.
Now you talking about
Okay.
school or just your barbering career?
I'm talking about like careers
The career.
in general.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So you were terrible. Quit. Okay, I could do this. Then what? Because you wasn't really in the shop till like, what you graduate 3 years ago? All right. So then what?
You keep cutting me off, so I lost my train of thought.
You went to passable.
Yeah, went to passable.
How we know what you talking about, what you don't?
And you keep interrupting me. So
Passable.
I got it there. So jumped to passable.
Mike
Got
check,
in,
passable.
got to Richie's shop. Started watching Chris cut. And I'm like, I can't.
And Richie.
And Richie,
Come
my
on, bro.
bad.
Stop playing with me, man. All right, I ain't gonna
No, you
interrupt
no, you
more.
told me. You did teach
I'm
me.
not- No,
I
I
do.
I did.
You did.
No, because you trying to blame me, man.
No, I'm not trying.
All right, go ahead.
You pulled me out of the funk I was in. You like I was gonna quit if it weren't for you. That's what I'm saying. So I was in my house cutting one person, and it was I wasn't even gonna
Your
get my
brother.
license. I wasn't gonna get my license. I wasn't gonna go for it
Right.
until I started working at your shop. And you like, bro, you
It
paid
was
money
before
for
that. It was before that.
What you mean?
It was before that.
When you get your license? When you get your license? Oh no, you did just get your
I
license.
just got my license.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to get it. I wasn't with it. I'm like, this ain't for me.
You would have messed up our numbers at the school.
So what? You think I care about
I do.
I do.
Because you work there.
Still.
But you didn't, I thought you had your license before you got to the shop.
Nope.
You had already taken the
She
test.
took her test in November. She doesn't know what she be talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying I wasn't going to go for the, what is it, the
But you
practical?
didn't get to the shop till December.
Right. You had already, because when you got to the shop, all you was waiting for was for the test, the
To
actual
happen.
paper to come.
It was already scheduled.
But it
and
wasn't
done.
until after you mentioned it. You said, when I get this shop together, you coming
Oh,
to work.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Y'all
No.
trying to put my life together. It ain't
No,
going to work.
Because,
That's not what you
because
said.
That's not what you
Tell
said.
him,
You
Nay.
said when you got to the shop. It was before that you had your
You
license.
said when
already.
you said
Okay,
if it
the
wa-
process of me starting to work for you.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for clarifying it. All right, go ahead.
You
So
welcome.
you got the passport.
Go off, Nay.
No, I'm done. Mic drop.
You can't even drop that mic.
First you saying drop mic,
Yeah.
but I let her alone last week. Like stop saying drop mic.
Why? If I'm dropping the mic.
It's mic drop.
So you got the
I'm trying to
passable.
be different. I'm not trying to be like everybody else.
Tell us about your motivation though. Like
I did.
No, but
Keep
you're
going,
not,
keep
like,
going.
Get personal. What motivated you? What pushed you? What didn't? What killed your motivation? Talk about it.
What killed my motivation is me feeling like I can't get to where I want to be. Me watching social media haircuts and this
believe that.
person cutting like this and people that I graduated cutting better than me and we graduated at the same time. I'm like, this ain't for me. But I got people in my ear saying practice makes not perfect, but perfection. So
Close enough.
yeah, that's what kept me going. Talks always get my motivation back up.
And now you at the point where you don't even care about what social media was happening in social media
At all.
You know what I'm saying? That's
She
the
can
point you had to
cut.
get to. Now she can.
She can
now she
cut.
now she got
She
people
can
at the
cut.
shop like, yo, where Nay at?
She can cut.
You know what I'm saying? And that you have to believe in yourself before anybody else believes in you.
She out here doing blurry
But
fades.
that's not what works for me.
Yeah,
honestly.
but now it is though.
Yeah.
Now because
Why
now
not,
you don't
though?
care what's going on social media. You ain't looking at other people's haircuts and criticizing yourself like, damn, I can't get like that.
Yeah.
You like, oh, I'm about to be there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I see it in you every day. Like I see it every day. You like, yeah, I'm about to pass that. That she's all right, but she's not real. I just saw Jay-Z on the screen. So I had to drop. I got bars.
I feel you.
You know what I mean?
That New York head on, but whatever.
Chill, B. This is exclusive. You ain't gonna find this nowhere.
Nah, don't ever
So
want to
what
see
about you, Chris? Like what keeps you motivated? Do you ever like lose motivation and feel like you
or lost.
have to find a way to get back on track?
I've definitely lost motivation before. Definitely gained it back though. Every time I've lost, I've gained it back. What keeps me going, honestly, is living in the memory of my mother. You know, that's definitely like I'm sure you can relate a little bit,
Yeah, I just lost my mom in January.
right? But yeah, like knowing and trying to make her proud is definitely what keeps me going. And I know that she would be, or the person I am today,
Facts.
but
Facts.
but keeping going and trying to like make her more proud, or the fact that she would be more proud, and like continuing to accomplish things.
Not putting a limit on it.
Right.
Just
Right. So you were talking about the finish line or the checkered flag. Whenever I reach one, it's always what's next.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you were telling
It's
me a
another
couple
race.
weeks ago when you bought the J's for us.
Yeah.
And he was kind of complaining like, damn, like he wasn't even hyped for it or anything. And I was like, yeah, because like, I don't know, like I feel like we didn't like deserve it yet. You know what I mean?
or the Jays was like.
No, they weren't
Not a
like.
fact. Well, let's talk about it.
They're Richie's
So
G's.
Huh?
Huh?
What'd you say?
Nothing.
No, they official ones.
Whatever.
No.
so we were at the
brotherhoods.
shop. We were at the shop late, right? We were at the shop late cleaning up and everything.
Not late, not light at all, bro. No sir.
So we were at the shop late cleaning up, right? And he's like, you know, every now and then you got to reward yourself, bro. Like something small. whatever the case may be. It can be whatever. And I was like, yeah, my next reward is opening the next shop, or my next reward is eventually maybe like, you know, going down to Florida and opening a school. You know what I mean?
Words.
I can definitely relate.
Two
to that.
words.
I could
You know what I mean? Like,
Can't
Yeah.
relate to Florida.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about his
Oh,
story. Like,
about to
what's
say you're not
next?
going.
Like, I feel like every accomplishment I had was like, all right, whatever.
right.
What's
I see everything as a stepping stone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even what we're doing right now, doing this little podcast, it's a stepping stone for what could be next.
What you mean little?
Little business.
Don't nobody say nothing to you when you gotta ask for permission to take a day off. You know, little. This is an official podcast. Don't play with us. That's one of
You
my
read my
reels.
bad.
That was one of my reels that went 120K. I'm just saying. Doing it.
I believe the hype.
So yeah,
I'm just saying.
My bad. My bad.
my motivation comes from somebody else, but it also comes from within. You know what I mean? And not only just her, you know, my grandparents, trying to make them proud as well. You know, my grandfather, he's got his own business. He's a CPA. You know, him setting an example for myself and the rest of the family, like my cousins and everything. Just trying to like be half the man that he was. That definitely motivates me as well.
So the reason why I said to Chris, like, I'm a little bit older than Chris, right? And I'm not, a little bit, yeah. I got, what I got you by?
That was a
I think 12 years.
Not at all.
Of course, it's 12.
Right, of course it's 12. Why would you say 12?
Because it is 12.
No, it's not 12. It's
How old
like
are you, Rich?
11. It's like
What
11
year were you
months,
born?
1978.
And you?
90.
12.
Jeez, is it 12? No, it's
follows
18,
you.
bro. It's 18.
It follows you.
It's 18.
12.
1990. Damn, I got a lot of years on Chris.
12.
So what I was saying, it's not 12.
5-0.
No. 1990, 1978, that's 28 years, bro.
Huh?
Or 18 years. 18
That's not
years.
18 years.
What is it?
12.
It's 12. How old are you?
Do the math.
43.
I'm
You thinking
31.
about the 8.
Oh, okay. I'm dyslexic sometimes.
Come on,
Are
Chips.
you going to edit that?
Nope.
12 years older than Chris. No,
12
so
minutes away from the crib.
12 minutes. No, it's not. It's like 13.
12. Your new name is Eric Estrada.
And I ride a motorcycle. All right, so listen. So I got 12 years on 12 years and 4 months on Chris. I don't even know if I'm 4 months older, but so the reason, all jokes aside,
God, yeah.
I know that motivation, the thing with motivation is that it still needs fuel, right? Like you still have to feed fuel to your motivation.
Yeah, facts.
And he doesn't do it, and I see it on a daily basis. He just continues to push himself to be motivated. So in very small, minute ways, and I've done it with more than the sneakers actually. I'm like, bro, buy this. Here, buy it, right? Even though it's not a lot and it's not going to affect the business, I think that seeing some rewards from your
Investment.
not investment, but from your hard work, right? If you see some reward, it helps add fuel to your already existing motivation. You know what I'm saying? If I left it up to Chris, he wouldn't buy anything.
I probably wouldn't.
He wouldn't buy anything. So I buy it. I'm like, I'm buying it. It's yours. That's what it is.
Right.
And at that point, he's like, yeah, it's cool. Like, I don't know if he ever says I deserve it. I'm sure he probably doesn't. But I know that without that, at some point, your motivation starts to dwindle. You have to allow yourself to be rewarded, even if it's in minute ways. You know what I'm saying? We did it with the Clippers. I had to pull his teeth for him to buy a new set of Clippers, and now they're his favorite Clippers. I'm just saying they're his favorite Clippers.
Right.
He's right.
Shout out to that company.
No, I'm not shouting out that company. No, because
I wasn't saying today. I was
yeah,
saying shout out to that
because
company.
because I tried to shout, like, holla at them, and they act like we don't even exist. So you cool, you got it.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? And
Throw the Clippers back at him at CT.
no, I'm giving mine away.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm giving them to someone who needs Clippers though.
Are you giving them away for that reason?
No, not for that reason.
Okay.
They just happen to be the ones that I feel are disposable in my arsenal. Like,
Okay.
So I feel like, you know, they're my newest clippers. I'm sending them to another country, to someone who is less fortunate that doesn't have cordless clippers, and those are like the perfect ones that I feel like. Yeah, go ahead.
That'll work out.
We talked about that. Like, as far as me, I'll give my shirt off my back to someone who I feel deserves it.
Right.
And that's motivation in itself.
Right.
Like for me, being able to be in position to help someone that needs it, that's some fuel to my fire, man. Because I'm able to do that.
Right.
You remember when you and the school gave me clippers, when my shop got robbed and all that. In my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna put myself in position to be able to do the same thing for someone that y'all did for me.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember. I went and got him. I remember.
Yeah.
That was him.
Right. Well,
That was him.
Well, if I still have the live on it. He said on behalf of me and
Yeah,
the school.
yeah,
you
but
know?
it was
So I
him.
didn't know it was him altogether. No, I got the evidence.
Yeah, it was him.
I got the
I know you
evidence.
do. I know you do. But I don't- you know me. I
Yeah,
don't-
no, it's humble responses, right?
Yeah.
But
it wasn't about that. It was about.
it wasn't about that.
It was about like,
the,
damn, that was whack.
right.
you know.
So
Fix it.
in my situation, a lady from Venezuela, hit me up and was like, "Yo, I see you on Instagram. My husband watches everything that you put on Instagram. I only got 2,000 followers, right? But he's one that's like on every post, everything." And she sent me pictures of him cutting hair with clippers that are like at least 15, 20 years old. Like, I'm talking about the big box Chevy clippers.
Yeah.
Like, and she was like, he provides for me and my 4 kids.
Damn.
With what he has. And he's actually putting out some fire cuts. Like, he's putting out some good quality haircuts.
Yeah.
And she was like, I would love to be able to give him something that doesn't have cords on it. Can you help me? And I was like, absolutely.
Oh, we're gonna send them. When you send them
Absolutely.
out?
I have them boxed up with shears and everything. I put shears in the.
Oh,
Remember when I was talking about the case at the
Yeah.
shop? So I got
That's
shears
what's
and
up.
everything, and I'm gonna send them to him this week. I wanted to do it before CT.
That's what's up.
I might put some clippers in there for him.
For sure.
Actually, what I want to put in there is a box shaver.
Okay.
I don't have an extra box shaver.
All right, we can do that.
Yeah, I got the clipper, the trimmer, and shears and thinning shears.
Damn, you should have you talked to him?
He doesn't know. The wife is setting this all up.
Okay. So
So
you've
it's
talked to
gonna-
her and told her what you were going to do.
Yeah,
already?
I sent
okay.
her a video of what I'm gonna send her so far.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
We could,
So
we
he
could-
don't even know it's coming. It's just gonna show up at his crib.
Right.
You know
yeah,
what I
we
mean?
can add some stuff to that.
Yeah,
For
facts.
sure, yeah. Get some YS Park combs or something.
Yeah,
Damn, I shouted them out. I didn't mean to.
that's all right. That's the
You could
greatest
bleep it
combs
out.
on earth. We gotta bleep that out. It's all right. Maybe why it's part to send us some combs.
Yeah,
Chopping it up
for
comes.
anybody that's watching, man, that wants to help people in need, we always trying to give to deserving people. I'm not gonna say people in need because everybody needs something.
Everybody
right?
needs
like
something.
Everybody needs something.
It's just
But
the hard workers that just they
deserving
don't got it
people.
easy like everybody
Right.
else.
Right.
Exactly.
Nothing wrong with helping, giving a lending hand.
But yeah, man, and they actually subscribe to Chopping It Up, but they don't understand English. So, like, they see us, and she messaged me. She was like, "I watch y'all, but I don't know what y'all saying." No, real talk. She messaged me. She was like, "I watch y'all, but I don't know what y'all saying." So, saluda Venezuela.
There you go. They know what that means.
They know
Right.
what it means. Saludos.
Venezuela's a rough country.
Yeah, man, they got it rough. He made a barbershop out of his garage.
Yeah.
Like he pulls open the bay doors or whatever
Yeah.
you call them that
Yeah.
roll up,
Yeah.
and it's a nice little setup. But everything he got cords on it, so you know he's been cutting with that forever. He probably gonna feel weird cutting without cords. You know what I mean? But the wife was like,
He'll get used
"This
to
is
it.
something I want to give him."
You'll be thankful for
And
it.
those are fire. Like, I actually like those clippers.
Yeah.
Like, we both like those clippers. Janae love those clippers.
She trying to steal my 50 counts from me.
I am.
Right. I should
Because
have.
you don't need them.
You know what I should have done? I should have
50
gave
counts
you those clippers and you should have gave me those masters. And I would have sent them to him. Since you don't like the masters anyway. Damn, I
Would've
should have
did
said masters.
Yeah,
I
we're
don't
just
think
name dropping all over this
Right.
episode.
Right.
You're not saying
I mean,
brands.
it's all right.
I don't think it even matters. Like, any cordless clippers, he would be happy with it. I don't
Yeah.
think he
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
Any new clippers.
Any new clippers.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's motivation for me because I'm able to do something that 2 years ago when I graduated,
It was
I
tougher.
said I was gonna do.
Right.
Mhm.
Or
Right.
yeah.
I was like, somebody did it for me in my time of need, and it, like you said, it wasn't because I couldn't afford it. I could go out and buy Clippers, whatever.
It's just the right thing to do.
It was the gesture
Right.
that meant more than anything.
Right. It should feel right
You
to
know what
you.
I'm
It
saying?
shouldn't be like, maybe I should do that. No, it's automatic.
Automatic,
Right.
automatic.
Right. Just doing a good deed.
And so when she said something, I was like, I held that motivation for 2 years, like waiting for the right opportunity. And I didn't want it to be someone that I knew that I cared about, because then it looks like there's a like an ulterior motive, right?
Sure.
Like
Right.
I wanted my motives to be pure.
Right.
Right.
So I waited for the right opportunity, and when it came, you jump on it. That's holding on to internal motivation.
Pay it forward.
Sure.
Yep.
That's why I asked that question earlier. Like, is it a bad thing that some motivation doesn't come within? Because I don't have a lot of, my motivation doesn't often come from within. Like, is that a bad thing?
It's
I
not
feel
a bad
bad
thing.
now because I feel like
I don't think
I'm
it's a bad
perfect
thing. As long as you can turn the motivation internal. Like I said, my motivation came from other people,
now. Right.
but I'm able to find a way to make it internal.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just like we were saying, like it just doesn't last. Right? Because you're just looking at it from something else, and then you might be like, oh, maybe that's not for me just because they doing it. It might be, but you just got to switch the shift on it. Like maybe you need to turn it to something else more internal for you. Like you can see somebody outside running, and you be like, well, this dude runs. This woman runs every day by my house. They really getting their workout on. That can motivate you to go do something else.
Right.
It doesn't have to be that it motivates you to go run.
Right.
It could motivate you to go do something else
Okay.
on a daily basis, like how they dedicate their time to run on a
Right.
daily basis. No matter what's going on, they find their time to go run.
Right.
That lets you know they're like, yo, we have more time than we think we do. Right? But that motivation right there to see someone doing that, you're like, wait, maybe I can go do this every day, even if it's for 30 minutes, to better myself.
Right.
So it's not always a bad thing. You just have to switch it. It's you use their motivation for you, not their motivation to be them.
Right.
And
I get what you're
apply
saying.
it to your own personal ways.
Right.
Okay.
Because when you use somebody else's motivation for themselves, for you, it doesn't work. It's like how you
In
were
that
saying
same
the other day,
way. In that
that
same
journey.
way.
Right. How you were saying with journeys the other day.
Right.
How like you can't copy someone's journey and then,
It's not gonna mean as much.
Yeah. Like
Because you're trying to live what they're living.
yeah, everybody should have a unique journey.
Right.
That's
Right.
just like what he's saying with somebody running past your house. You see somebody running past your house and you start running, you're only running because you see that person running. Not because you want to
Not because
run.
I want to run. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you see that person's dedication to run every day and you say, I can have that same dedication over here
Right.
that applies to me,
Right.
that will last longer because you're doing it because of you and not because that person is running. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Word up.
I get it.
You get it?
I get it.
You
I
sure you
feel
get
that.
it? You felt it?
I felt that.
My man.
One man.
Wow, you can't say that
Why?
because it hits different. Pause. I always find a way, bro. I don't even be meaning
You
to.
gotta find a way.
Nah, bro. Like I be trying to avoid saying like spicy stuff, but I can't.
Just a spicy
It's
guy.
almost
I'm
as
a
if you
spicy
try to
guy.
say spicy stuff.
I that's what it seems like.
Eric.
But I honestly no, bro.
Eric
It's so wrong.
Estrada.
Chips.
You like spicy
Yo,
with
listen.
your chip.
Eric Estrada was the man. Man. He was.
Of course he was.
No, he was
You're
the
12.
man. No, bro, I don't even realize. Like I be saying some stuff that I don't even realize is spicy until I say it. It's a little suspect.
Suspect. What they
I
gotta do
apologize.
with cops.
I apologize to the YouTube world, man. I'm not as spicy as he makes me seem.
You're the one that makes you seem spicy.
I don't have a filter.
Carolina Reaper.
I say anything I want. I don't think it's 12-ish or suspect-ish.
Perpetrator.
All
You
right?
just don't keep using
No,
those
that's
words.
wrong. What did I say? Like, what was it?
A
Oh, we
suspect
ain't
turns
gonna
into
talk
a
about him.
What are you
perpetrator.
talking about?
When I talked about a certain somebody having like perpetrator ways
Yeah.
with Jeanne.
Oh,
Who you talking about?
No, we can't.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah,
What
yeah,
does it
yeah.
rhyme with?
Rhymes with Peter. It's like,
does
no,
not.
I'm just
It does
kidding.
not.
Hope now. You go. Don't do them like that.
You take the bus to school?
Don't pick on her.
No, I was just
She's
asking if
clueless.
she rides
No.
the bus.
I got a ride from my dad.
Okay.
No bus, no short bus.
Daddy wasn't there.
Going right
That
over,
wasn't what he was talking about, but
going right over her
Oh,
man.
wait.
It always does, because y'all jokes be corny.
It's not even. It's a dad joke. I'm a dad. What do you expect?
Yeah, it was about like what do football players wear on the field?
Oh,
That's why I said short bus. I said short bus.
you know. Let me ask you a question.
What?
Do you know why you wore a helmet to school? It wasn't. It wasn't to protect your
Boris,
head.
stop making me laugh.
No, I
at
just
that.
want to
That's
clarify.
not
I
funny.
just want to
That's
it's kind of
clarify.
messed up.
That is
actually.
messed up, bro.
Nobody actually wears a helmet to school.
Yeah, they
do.
do.
They
There's
do?
a such thing, yeah.
Sometimes,
I never
yeah.
knew that. I just was saying it because she used to lick
He
the
was
windows.
gone for 26 years. It's not his fault.
Ignorance.
It's not my fault.
Bro.
Ignorance is
Yeah.
bliss. I'm not making fun of anyone.
Yes, you are.
I was making fun of you.
Facts.
But not of anyone else. I didn't know people actually wore helmets to school.
Yes. So if you didn't know that, why would you say it? Don't lie.
I thought
Don't
you-
lie.
I
Don't lie.
I thought I came up with a brilliant
You
joke.
did it.
I swear for God. I swear. I thought I came up with a brilliant joke. I heard it somewhere. I don't know. All right, I'm done.
I'm trying so hard not to laugh.
Yeah, like, bro, you gotta stop.
And don't edit it out. I want everybody to
No,
see.
it's fine. I'll take the backlash.
That's not what he meant. It's
That's
okay.
not, I didn't know that people actually do
No,
that.
it's not what
so
he meant.
to anyone that did or does, I sincerely apologize. I'm not making fun of no one.
Execution, just bad judgment. That's all.
Right. Well, I don't have good judgment. I didn't know people wore helmets to school.
Good judgment.
I didn't know it was a thing.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
All right,
Bro,
so
sorry.
All right, I'm
So-
sorry. I'm sorry.
He's all good.
She used to lick the windows on the school bus. That's why.
Yeah, you calling me. I just want to know how am I missing this?
Baby,
because
use a window shopper.
there's a lyric for the week.
y'all laugh. That doesn't apply.
All right. My
The
bad.
point
though.
is that you
I don't
like
mean
windows.
to offend nobody.
No, I don't.
I don't mean to
That's
offend
not
You
the
nobody.
always looking out the window.
Sincerely.
Wonder why you're not where they going.
Yeah, for better friends.
So has anyone at this table, other than that, you feel like they've lost their motivation at any point?
no, because they feel like they're perfect.
No,
Okay.
I
They don't got
did.
nothing to do with
Yo,
being
you want
perfect.
to hear? You want to hear? You want to hear a
No,
true
no,
story? You wanna hear a
Yes.
true story?
They ain't got nothing to do with perfection.
Before, so in 2000, from 1992 until 2012, I didn't know that I was coming home. I wasn't supposed to come home. I was supposed to die in prison, right? Obviously, I lost my motivation along that stretch
Somewhere
of
along
time.
that line.
To
for sure.
fight your
The
innocence.
fight was over. Like, so once you get to a certain point in the court system,
Yeah.
there is no more you
There's-
can do.
There's no more appeals.
There's no more.
Right.
Once you get to a certain point, there's no more.
There's no
That
revision.
happened in the year 2000 for me. From 1992 to 2000, there was fighting, trying to, obtain my freedom. And in 2000, it was like, you're
No,
done.
sir.
It's over. Obviously, I'd be lying. Anyone would be lying if they said your motivation didn't die when that door shut and they said, you're done.
Yeah, I'm here forever.
It's
so
over.
Might as well get,
It's over.
might as well get
The
comfy.
difference is that even though I lost my motivation, I didn't lose my motivation to not lose my mind. You understand what I'm saying?
Say that again.
Like so I had to switch my focus from trying to obtain my freedom to staying sane. You know what I'm saying? Because and you see it every day. You see people come home from prison after doing 5 years, 10 years, and they're gone. They're gone because they allow their minds to be taken over, right?
Yeah.
So even though I lost my motivation of I'm getting out, I didn't let my mind deteriorate. And then from the year 2000 to the year 2012, that's another 12 years. It was, how does it become? From the year 1999 to the year 2000. I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna just lie.
12
No.
follows you. That's
So
okay.
for the 12 years, it was the motivation was gone. It was like there's nothing you can do. Once they say you're done, you're done.
You're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There-
Done.
There's nothing you can do.
Nobody
And
else.
it was a miracle. It was a miracle that it happened to a door opened. The thing is that even though I wasn't preparing for anything specific,
Mhm.
I stayed prepared mentally.
Stay
You know,
ready. So you don't gotta
I
get
continue to educate myself for my own personal gains. Like I'm not gonna die a dummy. I'm not gonna die not knowing anything or having people speak bad about me. When I die, I'm gonna have people say that dude was sharp. He was a good dude. Never seen him do anything foul to nobody. Smart. Helped as many people as he could help. That was my motivation for that time, right?
Mhm.
Just so happened that it fell in line when that door opened back up. And it was like, wow, he's more ready than anybody else.
You got another chance. I mean, you have a good reason for why your motivation doesn't die.
My
So
motivation's different.
that's what I'm.
on a whole
Yeah, it's
different
definitely
level.
different.
Yeah, but it definitely was lost.
Yeah.
In the sense of coming home. It just didn't die in the sense of being a better person.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's true. Motivation. Right?
So listen, real quick. One day we're gonna share like the entire story because I'm sure there's people watching that's like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? One day we'll do it.
one day.
One day.
And that'll
One day,
motivate
not
people.
today.
It will motivate
That'll
people.
motivate a lot of people.
We'll do it. I don't have a problem with talking about it. It's just that there's a time and a place for it, and it will come.
Sure will. We're gonna have a
Shout out to Wallow. I want to talk to Wallow.
one of these podcasts is gonna be topic is gonna be
But
personal.
Wallow did 20 years.
I know.
Me and Wallow can sit down and talk about it.
Yeah. We're gonna get personal one day.
For sure.
Motivation, y'all. You know, good chat. Motivation.
Motivation. How to stay motivated. How do you get it back when you lost it?
Right. I think we kind of cover both of those, right? Like, yo, it's gone. I need to find a way to get it back, right? Right. Like, you know, tap into that inner you.
There's
That-
always
that
a way
child,
to get it back.
That youngin, right? When you was young and you was like, yo, that's what I wanted to do. I knew
Take
what I wanted
over
to
the
do.
world.
Go do it, right?
You gotta
How to
remind yourself
maintain
why
it.
you started doing whatever you were doing in the
All
first
day
place.
long. Remember, write it down every day. Write your goals every day. Write them down every single day.
So
Buy a
thank you
notebook
guys
and write
for
your goals
tuning in today for
Man.
another episode of Chopping It Up.
Booyah!
We got Nayway, of course. Your boy Richie Razors. We got Chris over there, and we got Edomar to the right of me. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share,
Share.
Share.
Send it to your friends.
We love
Don't be
y'all,
hating.
man.
Share
Appreciate
YouTube.
y'all.
Don't forget to
Chopping it up.
subscribe.
Fold.
Nayway out.
Rich out.
See y'all.